We haven't seen a drop of rain in 193 days. And it was raining here, it was snowing here, it was hailing here, all three in the same day. And it was 38 to 45 mile an hour winds.
I'm from the beach, so I didn't, that was more winds than a hurricane, it seemed like.
Unfavorable weather, and yet, somehow, the Raiders, which usually allow 28 points per game, did something about it.
We wanted to be able to get more hats to the ball, knock out the big plays. We can't keep giving up big plays.
It comes down to, being tough, stop and run, getting the ball out, things like that. So, definitely a fun one.
Meanwhile, quarterback Derek Carr was the team's second leading rusher.
We've all been saying, hey, extend a couple plays. Come on, why don't you extend a couple plays? And today he extended a couple plays. And those were, I think, the plays that were the secret sauce in the win today.
They got mad at me because I wasn't sliding today, but I had to feel like I was helping somehow.
What's going through your mind when you see Derek take off like that?
Slide. That's what I'll be thinking. I'm like, please don't take a hit.
3rd and 2. Up the middle. First down for Jacobs. What an opening.
This was an old throwback smash mouth test of will. The offensive line opened holes for Josh Jacobs. Vegas rushed the ball 45 times, and for almost 40 of the 60 minutes, the Raiders weathered the storm to reach a winning record.
It's about time we had a run game like that. We finished like 200 yards as a team, so it just feels good to be that dominant.
We try and do our best to stay together, no matter what, be a tight fist. As long as you keep that fist closed, nothing can get in.
This game marked Carr's career 22nd game-winning drive because the go-ahead score came on the second play of the fourth quarter. And those 6 points allowed by the Raiders defense, fewest since a 15-0 win over the Chiefs 8 years ago. Back upstairs for more Game Day. Den?
Joining us again from his home in Houston, Sean Salisbury. And Sean, 43 degrees, wind chill 31, wind gusts 35. I found it interesting that the Raiders adjusted to those conditions better than Cleveland did.
Yeah, I do too. And I know it gets cold at times in the past in the Bay Area, but to go in there, I had a coach tell me about Derek Carr and the Raiders, who's been a member of that staff in the past, said, keep an eye on the Raiders. If you want to know how good Derek Carr and the Raiders are going to be, find out what happens in the second half of the season or in inclement weather. If he gets hit early, how he responds. I think their team responded today. The numbers weren't alarming throwing the ball, but Josh Jacobs dominated, quite opposite of what the 49ers did. They went in, dealt with adversity, didn't let the weather affect them. It wasn't a pretty game, but great teams win ugly games. Now, I'm not saying the Raiders are great, but that's the start of it. The key for them is, again, they can't be the Dow Jones, or they can't next week go back and not play well. They've got to stay on guard and deal with adversity, whether it's at home or on the road in Las Vegas or somewhere else. I was impressed with their performance today against a team that was coming off an emotional win, meaning the Browns last week.
What is maddeningly frustrating about the Las Vegas Raiders and dating back years in Oakland is their inconsistency. You pull up a huge win in Kansas City, take a bye week, and lay an egg. How does this team find the consistency and turn their corner?
You're exactly right. It is maddening. 1 week, 2 weeks look great. Then 2 weeks, it's like, what? How'd you lose to that team? It's a consistency and not beating yourself. And today, they did what they needed to do, run the football, control the line of scrimmage. Listen, finesse teams don't win championships. Even the Kansas City Chiefs, everybody talked about them last year. They were still physical when it mattered. Championship teams are physical, and the Raiders showed it today. I loved their game plan, even in inclement weather. Now you got to show us 3-4 weeks in a row.
I got 20 seconds. Are the Raiders a playoff team?
Well, today they looked like it. I would say no. I didn't have them going to the playoffs. I think that if they can continue to build this, they may be a year away. Now, I'll crawl 10 miles over broken glass if they do, because I'm a diehard Raider fan. But the inconsistency tells me that they're not ready for prime time just yet, but they're knocking on the door.
Sean Salisbury, 95.7 the game. What time?
6 o'clock you guys' time, Monday through Friday.
You're fantastic, my friend. I appreciate you joining Game Day tonight. We'll talk to you soon, and we'll tune into your radio show, 95.7 the game. Thanks, John.
Honored to be on with you. Thanks for asking me.